Hi guys, and today we are looking at the Drummond 700, the LSWR 700 class. This one I got from HATTONS in a bargain thing. I think it was £64 in all or something like that. And they normally retail about 120, 125. It's in their bargain bit. They've only got the early crests left, and this one is in the early crest, obviously. No linings as such that I can see, and this is my take on this loco. Other people have reviewed it, from Barry Davis to Jenny Kirk, to Sam's Trains and other people as well. This is, like I said, my take on it. I hope you enjoy it. Model history. Hornby produced a model of the 700 class in both Southern liveries and the British Railway liveries, including example of the engine that returned from Dunkirk as well in the train pack. I believe you can get one in a 5-inch scale as well, and probably a kit one in ohm. In the detail pack you get a front coupling or spare coupling, depending on your preference. You get a brake rigging for the tender, I believe, and some vacuum pipes too, which have been painted. So as we look at the front of the locomotive, the smoke box door, the dart is separately applied. The number looks like it's separately applied too, which is 30698. It has a shed code as well, which will come up with the one I think it is. We have rivets all across the buffer beam. We have metal turned buffers which are sprung. We also have 3 separately applied lamp irons as well. The hinges look separately applied on the door, which looks like it opens, but I don't think it does. We also have a step below the shed code as well. And then we have an end pocket down the bottom for coupling of your description. As we move on to the side of the locomotive, it's in the plain black livery. You can see where the lines used to be. There's 3 or 4 there. We have a separately applied handrail, which is small and delicate. We have some lovely gold piping, and which runs all the way down the side of the boiler. And then we have the reverser lever, which is there. We also have the inner workings of the locomotive. The cylinders are inside. We have safety valves and whistles in gold as well. Rivets are all over it. We also have the lettering as well of the number, which is 30698, and the classification as well, and the brake rigging, which is already applied to the locomotive on the front too. As we move on to the other side of the loco, it is pretty much the same as before, but here you can see a lot more inside of the cylinders, which I couldn't show you before. The pipings are the same. There's not much difference to the other side. The splashes are just plain black, and it's a 060. Into the cab now. Before I get into the cab, I will say that this is connected by the wires or plug, so just be aware. Into the cab, everything's painted apart from the flooring. All the dials, water gauges are painted, even the seats. Hornby have done a pretty nice job on this, and you can just see the water scoop handle there too. Onto the tender, we have the early crest badge or symbol on the tender around the centre. Does look a bit small. The coal load, which I'll show you in a minute, is a little bit more refined. There's separately applied handrails as well, just there. There's no lining or such on the axle boxes or underneath. We have the metal buffers at the end as well, with the name coupling too. Here we are on top of the tender, looking at what's there. We have some boxes by the coal, some toolboxes. I believe we have the filler where the water goes, just there. We have some more rivets as well, and the tender. And then we have this cold protection or cold rail, as I think the LMS call it, but this is Sovereign. Now on to the back of the tender. We have a step separately applied. We also have 6 lamp irons as well. We have a hole for the hook, for the vacuum pipe. We also have a hook separately applied as well. Looks like we have sprung buffers as well, and we have the small NAM coupling too. So yeah guys, that's it on the tracks. My usual will be coming up, which is points test and second radius. I expect it to do second radius. So yeah, here goes. Not bad, just past the 9 o'clock. I managed that pretty well, I believe. It was just past the 9 o'clock, so it was pretty good. Next up is slow speed, and then I've wound it a friend. Again, just past the 9 o'clock. I believe that noise is coming from the tender. So yeah guys, that's the end of the running session. Sorry if I missed any details on this. I think I missed the steps. I do apologise. I'll tell you what we had running with it first. We had the South Eastern and Chatham Railway C-Class there by Bachmann on a freight train. It's quite a nice loco. If you haven't seen my review, please check it out. Then in the yard we had a few London and South Western Railway locos. We've got the Drummond T9 just there. That's the NRM one. Then in front of that we have another NRM one, and that's the M7, as it is in the museum now. And here we have an old girl here. We have an E2, London, Brighton and South Coast Railway E2. All nice locos. My opinion on this, for the price you can't go wrong. I know mine's got a bit of a hum for the time being, I don't know why, and the tender makes a tad of a noise, but it might need some oil. I think it's £64. I said that includes the postage. You can get, well, you could have got two for the price of the full price, really, the 125. Smooth runner, straight out of the box, no issues. Details loaded on there. There's detail everywhere. The only issue I sort of had with it is, I think it's somewhere around here, there should be a maker's plate, and I can't seem to find one. So that's my only issue for me, but that's just me being pedantic or whatever. If you're a Southern fan, definitely get one. If you're into steam, get one. At that price you could even use it as parts or scratch build a loco of your choosing. I think even the Southern Q-Class, not the one that's preserved, the bullied one, and the one before that. Like I said, the details fully loaded. If you don't really like my review, I suggest you go and watch Barry Davis's review, or look-see, or whatever you want to call it. His is one of the best I've seen, if I'm honest. A lot better than the bigger YouTubers that do this for a job or a hobby. So yeah, that's my opinion. Please let me know what you think of it in the comments, and are you a fan? And until next time guys, it's goodbye from these beauties, and it's goodbye from me. Bye.